Welcome to the Everton News Daily. Today, going to be talking, Romelu Lukaku continues to talk. That's one of the things. Also be talking about Frank de Boer and David Moyes, and another player has been linked with Everton, despite us having no manager. Bit bizarre, but hey, let's start off with Romelu Lukaku. Our fine centre forward, who has scored 2 Premier League goals since Christmas, has once again decided to shout his mouth off. I don't know whether he's got a contract with the press that he has to say something negative every day about Everton. But he's been at it again. He has said today it's time for him to go. Basically, he said he will listen to Farhad Moshiri and what he's got to say out of courtesy, but he's already made his mind up to leave Everton. Listen, if he wants to go, let him go. End of story, let him go, but he goes on our terms. Stop disrespecting the club. Stop shouting your mouth off. But, this is quite clearly all part of Mini Raiola, his plan, his exit strategy. It smacks very much of Raheem Sterling 12 months ago. Continue to shout your mouth off. Go on about wanting to win titles. Go on about this, that and the other. But the actual reality of it is, if Lukaku would have turned up at the City of Manchester Stadium in the second leg in the League Cup, and if he would have been able to hit a penalty in from 12 yards, we might have had titles of our own this season. 2 semi-finals, for me, he didn't perform in either of them. Very good at Goodison in the first leg against City. Second leg, he was anonymous. And at Wembley, he missed 4 or 5 excellent chances to put us in the final, blew every single one of them. So it's great pointing the finger and moaning about wanting to do well. Just stop shouting your mouth off. Stop shouting your mouth off. Let your agent deal with it. Let him get sorted and we will move on. That's all I've got to say, Ron. You've done well. Obviously a good player, but, stop disrespecting the club. Moving on, we've been linked today with Inter Milan defender Jason, whatever, Murillo. I've got him on FIFA. Actually, I had him on FIFA at Inter Milan when I was Inter Milan. And he was brilliant. So he's a 23-year-old Colombian. Us, West Ham and Stoke. It's that stamp that they use, the media. You just have like a stamp with names on and you just get linked with every player. Again, can't reiterate enough, we don't have a manager, so we're not going to be signing any players there. So who knows, when we get a manager, we might be able to get some players. Wayne Blackburn, get rid of the rat as soon as possible for as much as possible. Not wrong, Wayne, not wrong. Obviously talking about Romelu Lukaku. And then finally, listen, there's not that much going on, so let's just quickly talk about this managerial situation again, because more things have come out today in the press. Manuel Pellegrini is the name that seems to be the favourite at the moment. I understand why people aren't too upset by that. I personally just don't want him. I think he had more than enough opportunity at Manchester City to tear it up, and I just don't think he did. And I think he's a bit passive. I don't know whether I just want a bit of a nutcase on the line. I don't know. He doesn't excite me. I'll give him my full back and I'll get behind him, if he's to be the man. But at the moment, he's way down my list. Jack Hesketh asking about David Moyes. I was just going to speak about David Moyes. Apparently, he was seen at Manchester Airport. Someone got a picture with him. He was asked, is he coming back to Everton? Apparently, he said, hopefully. You could ask me, am I going to be the next manager of Everton? And I would say, hopefully. But I can tell you exclusively, I haven't had an interview with Farhad Moshiri, unfortunately. Although if we watch his Toffee TV, Farhad, give us a ring. Call me Bill, I'll sort it. Simeone, Paul Brown, I would absolutely love him. On the managerial front, we've been linked with Paulo Fonseca today, not to be confused with Deli Fonseca, which is a restaurant. He doesn't own that. He is the 43-year-old Braga manager. He got them to the Europa League Cup quarter-finals this season. He also, they finished 4th in the Portuguese league. But was that a fake post, Dean Dunning? Okay, thank you very much. I'd just seen it today and went, la, 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 something like that. Because as much as Moyes done well, I basically don't I just don't want us to do that again. It's been there and done it. Although he's preferable to Roberto Martinez. Yeah, so basically Fonseca's been linked. But the one that was doing the rounds today, but I'm not sure how I'll be amazed if this is real, but someone said that Frank de Boer hasn't even been approached. I just can't see that for the life of me. If they're interviewing everyone bar me and Ped, I can't. I just can't. I can't. I can't see how Everton would ignore him. He wants the job. He's got 4 league titles in 6 years. Yeah, it's Holland, but anyone we get's a risk. Any manager we bring in is a risk. So, I would definitely be speaking to Frank, Ronald and all of that. Emery would be amazing. Yes, he would. But, apparently there were stories today that Emery was in London meeting Everton. I don't know. I can't confirm them. I hope that is the case. I really do. But one thing for me, this needs to be tied up within the next 7 days max. I want it done by Bank Holiday Monday, to be honest with you. But, that's what Everton need to do. Get this tied up as quickly as possible. That's it, guys. There's really not much more to say on it. Fingers crossed we get this sorted soon. Fingers crossed we can then start to... Paul Brown, yeah, you might be right. They might be waiting for the Marino thing to go out the way and then Everton make their own announcement. Who knows? We can get then, if we get the manager in, we can then start to get, players in and everything else, and we can move forward as a club. That's about it. Last one from Andy Walker, Koeman or Mancini. I'd have Mancini, I'd have Koeman, and I'd have Emery. Just saying, I'd have had Rudy Garcia as well. But, any of them would be fantastic. Listen, 26th of May, this is the news for today. Ped will be back doing them tomorrow probably, or you'll have to put up with me if he can't do it. I've been Baz, you've been watching Toffee TV. Catch you all next time.